Hey everybody, welcome back to Mondays with Mark. It's Monday, and I'm Mark. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. Week one, year two, here we go. And again, for those of you that are subscribed to the channel and like and comment on my videos, I appreciate all the support. And if you haven't, buttons are right there. Click them. It really shows me that you guys are interested in what I'm doing, and it really helps keep me motivated to keep doing this. So today, I want to talk about everybody's favorite subject: multiple offers. They're back. I know, right? Now, the good news is they're nowhere near as bad as they were in the height of the pandemic. We're not seeing those same numbers 20, 30, 40. When we say multiple offers now, we're typically talking anywhere between two, four, or five. There are some situations, obviously, at the more affordable price points, there are a little bit more competition at those levels, and obviously a little bit less the higher you go on. But the fact of the matter is that multiple offers are back. Now, the other thing that is a benefit to you guys as clients, and of course to us as realtors as well, is we're a little bit more prepared than we were the last time this was happening. It was kind of we were learning as we were going at that point, at that level of volume. So it is good that we are able to take all of those skills and all the things we learned in those super hyper aggressive multiple offer situations and can now advise our clients more concisely and more clearly now when the number of offers are not as high and as extreme. So a couple of the tips. I'm not going to give them all away, obviously. I'm like a magician, you know, you never give away all of your tricks, but a couple of things to consider and a couple of things that we have learned. Myself, especially coming from both sides. When my wife and I bought our home in 2020, we were in a lot of multiple offer situations. We got beat out a number of times before we actually got our home. So I'm familiar with it from that aspect. And of course, as a realtor, I'm familiar with it from the other side as well. So one of the biggest things is being comfortable with what you are offering. One of the biggest things we saw in the height of the pandemic in those crazy bidding wars were people getting caught up and overpaying for their home to make sure they got it. Now, that a lot was in part of the lower level of inventory we had at that time. We have a lot more on the market currently. So it's not as desperate to get that home. There are other options if we don't get that home. But what you want to make sure of is that when you are putting in that best offer, that best offer is something that you can comfortably carry, and it's something that the home is going to be appraised for, so you avoid any of those gaps where the bank says, well, we're only going to give you this much, but you need to pay this much for the home, and then you got to find out how to share up that gap by making sure that whatever you're offering you are comfortable carrying on a month-to-month basis can really give you peace of mind when you're in these multiple offer situations. And I know it is easy to get caught up in the emotions and in the competitiveness of a multiple offer situation, but we always strongly encourage you to have a limit and be hard with that limit and don't go past it if you are not able to financially carry that for the foreseeable future. Another thing is in multiple offers, obviously, now we are still seeing conditions on the multiple offers, which is another great thing. They do still come with a condition of house inspection. So they're coming with a condition of financing. So it's not as all or nothing as it was before, where it was basically here's a briefcase full of cash, please take it, fingers crossed. You can still protect yourself, and we do encourage our clients to put those clauses in. But one big one is the condition of sale of home. And in a multiple offer situation, a condition of sale of home can be a hindrance to your offer because it is a condition that typically it's the longest. One of the longest, if not the longest, condition you can put on an agreement of purchase and sale, just because of the amount of time it takes to sell a home right now. The days of market are up, and in that time, as a buyer, you can back out of the deal if you're not able to sell your home. So, in a multiple offer situation, if your offer is going up against another one and you have a condition of sale of home and they don't, the seller is going to be faced with a difficult decision and may lean towards taking the offer that doesn't have that extended condition. So Is it more beneficial to you to sell your home before you buy a new home? These are all conversations that are very case by case. There's no real right answer. There's no real wrong answer. It really depends on your level of comfort, what your financial situation is. All of these factors that really kind of tie in to help you make the best decision for you and your family, whether that would be to sell your home before buying a new home or to put the condition on. So, just a couple of tips for you guys, and of course, there's more that we can do. But for that, well, you got to give me a call. We got to talk in person, and that's exactly why we should meet. My information is never hard to find. You can find me right here on YouTube. I also do Mondays with Mark Rios on Facebook and Instagram as well. So you can find me on any one of those platforms. Reach out to me and let's find out how me and my team can help you and your family realize your real estate dreams. So thank you so very much for joining me this Monday, and I'll see you next Monday with Mark. Be safe and have a great week.